Shout out to the nation, man. I'm gonna wait till everybody pulls in. Real quick live, you guys. Breaking news. Our Raiders have Oakland's own Marcus Peters in for a visit at Henderson headquarters today. According to Victor Fur, he was the first guy to break the news on this. Yes, it is real now, you guys. We talked about this possibility all off season, and it looks as though the 30-year-old corner coming off of a down season in Baltimore, dealing with injuries and all that good stuff. It looks as though he will be in the building today in Las Vegas. I'm telling y'all now, we need as much corner help as possible. Lock the doors behind this man. I told you guys, I spoke to him at Marshawn Lynch's party. He told me straight up to my face, Graphk, I want to be a Raider. This is the team I grew up loving. I want to make it happen. So here we are. I love it, man. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. Yes, we still need some corner help. We went out and got Duke Shelley, David Long Jr. We added to the corner room with Jacorian Bennett, brought back Tyler Hall on a one-year deal. I love that we have this guy in the building today. I love it, man. Marcus Peters is in Las Vegas today, man. Salute, salute, salute. Wipe them feet, y'all. I see everybody. Raider Paul, Jersey Boy Paul, Edgerton, Blazing Raider, Kellenberger, Eddie Willis, man, salute. Yes, Alpha, do not let this guy leave without a contract, man. And I'm going to be real. I think that we will not. I think we're going to lock the doors behind him, make sure that he leaves with the deal. This is a match made in heaven, you guys. A veteran, a leader in the locker room, a guy that can help these young pups, get acclimated to, the NFL, meaning Jacorian Bennett, and shit. Nate Hobbs still too, man. He's only a few years into his contract. So, I'm excited about this potential pickup, man. I do not think this guy leaves the headquarters at all without a deal. At all, man. Coffee, y'all. Yeah, I didn't have the lights set up. I didn't have the laptop going. I just said, you know what? I'm in the backyard with my dog right now. Let me just jump on the phone and talk about this, man. But yeah, man. Victor Fur just broke the news. Got to give him his kudos. He was the first one on this right here, man. It's official, you guys. Marcus Peters is in the building. Let me see. The Raiders Equinox is in full effect. This is facts, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. Alpha One says we also need a linebacker. This is facts plus tax. And keep an eye on my guy that I've been talking about, Kyle Van Noy. But, I said this a little while ago, you guys, probably about a month or two ago, that this was a realistic option at the corner spot, because there was mutual interest. There was even talk of potential negotiations going on behind the scenes, which I don't know how true that was. But some of my people out in Vegas did tell me that we weren't done adding to that DB room, specifically the cornerback room. And now it's just coming full circle today with Marcus Peters being in the building. Let me see. Quan is visiting with the Steelers tonight. Man, talking about Quan Alexander, right, Kellenberger? Israel says, yes, sir. This is huge. Love the news. Got to get him. This is facts, bro. We got to go get our guy, man. He's in the building. The guy wants to be there, y'all. This is up to us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just hoping, though, that we don't end up, paying that kind of Rock Sin kind of money where I believe Baltimore gave him upwards of $6 million. It's somewhere along the lines of $6.5 million. Don't quote me on that, but I believe he can earn $6.5 million with all the incentives and stuff in his contract. But let me ask you guys this real quick. What do you guys think this contract looks like? Knowing this regime is probably going to be a one-year deal. You know what I'm saying? You bring him in, see if he can stay healthy. Big question mark, keeping him on the field because he has dealt with some durability issues as of late. But, dog, this dude got some dog in him, man. This dude got some dog in him. This is exciting news to know that Marcus Peters is in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. We almost 150 in the chat. We only have 40 thumbs up, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. I wouldn't mind a prove it deal. Laugh out loud. I'm not going to say it's a prove it deal at this point because he's already proven himself in the NFL. But I'm gonna say, one of those 1 year veteran kind of deals. You know what I mean? I think the days of Marcus Peters getting those big time deals are over with. You know what I mean? He's let's just be honest, kind of getting on the wrong side of 30 at this point. You know what I mean? I still think he has a lot of game left in him. But I wouldn't be mad with a 2 year deal, second year team option. I wouldn't be mad about that. You know what I mean? Because we only went and got one corner in this draft outside of the UDFAs, which I'm going to talk about them tonight on the live as well, you guys. But I'm excited about this. Paul says a 2 year, $10 million deal. Israel says 2 years, $6 million, so that's pretty much $3 million a year. Bobby, I agree. His energy alone is a surge for this defense. This is facts. Facts, man. Shout out to Half Breed. We definitely did, my brother. We had a phenomenal Mother's Day, man. Happy Mother's Day to all my guys, wives and mothers and all that good stuff. And also shout out to our Raiderettes in the chat, man. Happy Mother's Day to all you that have children, man. I hope you guys had a blessed weekend. Cloud9 says, when the deal gets done today or tomorrow, will you be able to get him on the show? Cloud, trust me, I'm gonna work on it, man. I'm gonna work on it because I do feel like look. Got to give myself a little credit, man, because when I spoke to him, I talked about that frequently on the live about him telling me like, look, I want to be here. You know what I mean? So to see him in the building today, it's kind of like I said, it's kind of full circle with me. You know what I mean? I gotta call him back. Good morning, Docs. Peters would help this secondary and add veteran leadership. This is facts. Facts, man. Shout out to everybody here in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Cloud9 says you put the Raiders on game, Docs, with this move, OG. You know what? I'm not going to say me personally. You know what I mean? Look, I had the conversation with him, but, I mean, this is a clear-cut, pickup. You didn't bring back Rocket Sin. You know what I mean? And the sound of this other was mutual interest from both parties. I mean, you need a veteran corner at this point. You know what I mean? So I just think it's clear as day to bring him in. You know what I mean? And like I said, a guy that wants to play for the franchise. Why not? You know what I mean? He spends a lot of time in Vegas already with his cousin Marshawn, with all the Beast Mode stores and all the parties and events that they throw. It's only right. It only makes sense to bring in Marcus Peters. Salute, y'all. I know it's mad early on the West Coast. Salute to everybody pulling in and coming to talk some Raider football with me. Breaking news, you guys. According to Victor Fur, the first guy in on this news, it looks as though veteran cornerback Marcus Peters is in Henderson today. He is at the headquarters, and it sounds as though a deal may be done by the end of the day. Let me see. My boy Raven Riley's in the building. He is a Ravens fan. I want to see what he has to say about this potential contract. He said, I think Rock is $4 million guaranteed, $2 million signing bonus, not 100% on that. There you go. There you go. Peters is a Raider through and through. Let him mentor those young guys. Facts. And, we know anyone who watches, Marcus Peters' game, he makes big plays. He knows how to, he knows how to get to the ball. He is a ball hawk, but he does give up, penalties. Let's just keep it a buck. I'm hoping now at his age, he's a little more disciplined, going into this season if he is healthy and ready to go. But we can't afford those 15-yard penalties. We can't afford for him to be so handsy that it's just clear cut that he's catching penalties and out there on the island. Because at the end of the day, you think he was getting penalized before? Shit. Being a Raider, that shit is going to be maximized. These refs are going to be on his ass. So we got to make sure that, if Marcus Peters does get locked down with this contract, he plays smart. You know what I mean? Because, we can't afford those. We can't afford those big 15-yard chunk penalties, because when you're playing against Patrick Mahomes twice a year, Justin Herbert twice a year, Russell Wilson twice a year, that can definitely come back to bite. You know what I mean? So salute, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. I remember them Cooper versus Peters matchups. That Raiders fan. Me too. I was there. I was in Oakland watching those games. Josh says Marcus Peters, then we trade for Queen, and then we move. Not mad at that. I'd rather go get Kyle Van Noy, though, a guy that's already familiar with what we do, and you don't have to part with any draft capital. Rick says Docs prediction: Peters intercepts Mahomes and KC in his return to Kansas City. Talk that talk, my brother. I like that. I like that. As soon as he walks in, lock the doors. Factory, let my brother. My apologies again, you guys. I just left the gym. So I was literally outside drinking my coffee, watching my dog run around. Didn't have any time to really set up the computer and do what I needed to do, but we here. So we're gonna do the live on the phone for right now and just shoot the shit. Shout to the 254 plus people in the chat. Wipe them feet, y'all. We only got 70 thumbs up. Come on. Come on. Hit them thumbs. It helps the channel, man. Wipe them feet. Van Noy or John Johnson deal. If we can only get one, I gotta go Van Noy. Okay, because that safety room is way deeper than that linebacking room. I would love a John Johnson pickup as well because I think he would be great for this safety room. But I'm excited about the safety room now with Chris Smith, you know what I mean, and Marcus Epps, you know, Trayvon Merrick again in the second year in Patrick Graham's scheme, you know, pile him out. I'm excited about that safety room. It has to be Van Noy at this point. Oh, you said Van Noy or Josh Jacobs deal. Oh, come on, man. It's Josh. Clear cut. Clear cut. I'd rather run with, you know, these young guys. You know, my dog is back here tweaking. I'd rather run with the young guys at linebacker if it was really up to, if you had to pick between Van Noy, you know what I'm saying, and Josh Jacobs. But let's just keep it a buck, man. Josh is the main priority at this point, moving forward after us maybe scooping Marcus Peters up. Shout out to Hammer in the building. Peaches. Mario, man, that shit was goated, bro. At the end of the day, can we afford Josh? Yeah, we definitely can. All that money we have next year, we can definitely afford Josh Jacobs. I'm not paying him $15 million a year, though, Bacteria. There's no way. Elite said Peters had more picks last year than an entire corner room and our DBs combined. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Let me turn up the, it's all dark and shit. Brandon, salute to my dog. Shout out to Maul. We need a vet presence in that cornerback room like Peters. This is facts, bro. We've been talking about this all off season, Maul. We gotta have a veteran to come in there and help these young guys, man. And I'm gonna be real. If you go get Marcus Peters, he's already starting for you. And we're doing a starters show probably tonight, you guys. So I don't want to jump the gun, but I'm just gonna say this: I would not be shocked if we go get Marcus Peters and him and Nate Hobbs start on the perimeter with Tyler Hall in the nickel. I would not be shocked about that. Tupac says, "What up, Docs? Peters corner 2 or 3? Shit. You might not like my. He may be corner 1. Nate Hobbs has a lot to prove this season. He has a lot to prove this season. So if you go get Marcus Peters, I'm gonna be honest with you. From day one, that may be corner 1. I'm live, man. I'm live. Just say heads up. Quinn Williams down to look at. Yeah. Those police players do this year in and year out, man. Quinn Williams to get a deal done with the Jets. He'll be a Jet, man. I see he took out, you know, the Jets out of his bio and his on Twitter and all that good shit. You know, he's just doing what every other player does when they're trying to get a deal done. These flies are killing me right now. I hate Texas, man. These flies are different out here. If we get Peters, then Amik is as good as gone. I mean, look, I think Amik is on the outside looking in anyway. JVW, to be honest. You know, you went and got Jacorian Bennett. You got David Long. You got Duke Shelley. You know, we revamped that room. Look, it's only a matter of time. And Amik is the former regime's guy. You know what I mean? These guys didn't go draft him, even though, you know, he showed up in spurts last season. You know, that big game against Denver. That pick that he took to the crib. I think he had one against Arizona too, I believe. But yeah, man. Quan Alexander is what we need to be looking at. Quan is just not been able to stay healthy, man. I love that guy coming out of college. He's a dude to me that can play the run, good in coverage as well. Like, he could have been a dog if all those injuries didn't pile up, man. I won't be mad at that. Peters at corner 1, Jacorian Bennett corner 2, Hobbs in the slot. I would love that. If that's how it panned out, I would love it, because I would love to have our young guy starting. I would love to see Jacorian Bennett out there with all that speed. That'll definitely help us, you know, in terms of going against the Mahomeses of the world. You know what I mean? Hammer, I would love Leonard Floyd. Would love him. I just don't know if he would be the same type of player with us because we don't have that interior presence that helped him, tally up all those sacks. He had Aaron Donald in front of him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know if Leonard Floyd would look the same with us. I don't know if he gets us 9, 10 sacks. You know what I mean? With Byron Young and Bilal Nichols and Neil Farrell and Matthew Butler and those guys. I don't think Peters is washed up at all. I think he's past his prime, definitely, but I still think he got some game left in him, especially if he's playing with the team that he grew up loving. There's going to be a different type of fight, you guys. Like, you know what I mean? It's like we watch this year in and year out with players that go home, you know what I mean, or they're so-called done, and they go to a team where they grew up watching, growing up, and they fight. The fight is different. The dog is different. This dude grew up in Oakland, grew up an Oakland Raiders fan. You know what I mean? I think that he's gonna fight. If he's healthy, he's gonna be a dual force. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building. Peters is not that guy anymore. Vincent, it depends on what guy you're talking about. Is he the Kansas City Chiefs Marcus Peters? No, not anymore. But if he can still go out there and make you a few plays, you know what I mean, and go out there and help apply some toughness to this DB room, I'm cool with it. Yeah, elite. I agree. Marcus Peters has been better than any DB on this roster right now. That's just real. And he's done more in his career than anybody on this roster in the corner room. Peters is still a playmaker. Pencil him in for at least 3 picks. There you go, Maul. Do we sign him, Docs? Or does he walk out and wait till June 1st? Nah, man, we're going to sign him. They're going to lock the doors behind this guy. Man, this is a situation where I think they already know what the money entails. I think they already know what it is. I think this is a match made in heaven. I think this was a marriage that was supposed to happen since free agency started. And I don't think he leaves Henderson. I don't think he leaves without a deal. 209 says he has the potential to be what Charles Woodson was when he returned to the Raiders. I wouldn't say all that, 209, because that's a GOAT that we're comparing him to. You know what I mean? And, Chuck came back home and, converted to safety and still ended up being a Pro Bowler. I mean, Chuck just different. You know what I'm saying? And I think Marcus Peters would even tell you that. Like, he's no Chuck at all. But I would love to just be able to he's a playmaker, you guys. He's a playmaker. He knows how to commit he knows how to get turnovers. He knows how to make offenses turn the ball over. That's what we wanted. We want a playmaker at the corner position, right? And like I said, when healthy, this guy can go out there and get you some picks. John, but is he really a scheme fit? Look, he's in the building, right? Patrick Graham is a huge advocate for his scheme. So if Marcus Peters is in the building, there's a reason for it. Graham's not going to go out and just get any corner just to do it. He's not going to go out and get it because he's a name. You know what I mean? So if he's in the building, it's because he has an idea on how to utilize him in his system. Elite. Peters is definitely physical. He played in the NFL too long. He can play in any defense. Talk that talk, ball. And Graham's one of those guys, man, where he's going to try and get, he's going to try and play you to your strengths. Vince says we bring a lot of people in the building every Tuesday. Yeah, but we don't bring in guys like Marcus Peters every Tuesday, Vince. This is a different beast. It's a different animal right here, bro. This is a former, all Pro Bowl corner. Like this is totally different. This isn't just bringing in, guys off the street and seeing what they can do. This is actually a all Pro talent. Shout out to Corrigan, man. What's good, Graphk? Headed out to Texas again today. Thanks for the Peters update. I like the bird chirping live. Shout out to my dog, man. Appreciate you on the donation, King. Lonnie says, I hope you guys are right. We need a dog. This is facts. Shout out to the 300 plus people in the chat, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Similar to Patrick Peterson when he signed with Minnesota. Nah. This is different. This is different. This is a guy that I still feel has, some legs left. Patrick Peterson looked like a shell of his old self. And I still love Patrick Peterson. Don't get it wrong. Didn't he sign with Pittsburgh this offseason? I think he went to Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin may be able to get a lot out of him, even at his age. But, I think it's a different situation. Will Peters elevate the whole squad? I do believe so. Marcus Peters, a real Raider fan. Not like you Saint fans. I don't know what the hell that means. Let's go. He's a Raider fan too. You always want to have your own kind in the building, man. I love that shit, bro. He is one of us. Marcus Peters is one of us. Definitely one of us. David, yes, Kellenberger, it is official. 2024, we will be living in Las Vegas. It's official. It is official. This ain't just talk. It's official. We will be in Las Vegas sometime next year. Shout out to my dog, Raiders Salute, man. What's up? What up, Graphk? Appreciate you, Raiders Salute. Always, my brother. Appreciate you so much on the $20 donation. Isn't Marcus a friend of Beast Mode? No, Cedric. He is his blood cousin. They are cousins. Raven Riley said, I remember Peter stomping on the Titans logo after a game sealing INT. It was great. See, that we need that shit, man. We need that dog, bro. Sincal says, can we afford Peters and Kyle Van Noy? Definitely. There's still even some more restructures that we can do. You know what I mean? There's still some restructures. We can rework Colton's deal. We can rework Devontae's deal. There's still some money we can free up. And I don't think Kyle Van Noy is going to be a lot of money, you guys. Well, didn't he only get paid like $3 million last year with the Chargers, somewhere around there? You know what I mean? So I'm assuming that we can get him for probably half of that because California taxes, Vegas, no state tax. I'm assuming that you could probably get Van Noy for like $2 million. So why not? Let me see. Oh, it's a bunch of traders talking down on every single move the Raiders make, and this is a good move. Definitely a good move, brother. Peters will bring all the real Oakland fans to Vegas because they his cousins. Facts, Maul. Okay, I got it right. I got it right, Kingdom. Now I knew what bro was talking about. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs. Breaking news. Victor Fur, first person on it. Marcus Peters, corner, is in the building today, y'all. He is in Henderson at the headquarters. I love it. I love it. Didn't realize he'd be that cheap. I'm in on that. Yeah, I think I could. Don't quote me on that, but I could have swore the Chargers only paid Van Noy like $3 million last year. Let's see. St. Cal, I'm not even watching the NBA no more, man. My team is out of it. I don't give a shit. I'm not watching basketball no more. Real talk, my brother. When my Kings was out of it, done deal. Bring him home. Talk that talk, Van City. Real shit. I'm glad to hear he's in the house. Hopefully he doesn't want an arm and a leg. I mean, at this point, he's not going to get an arm and a leg. You know what I mean? He's not going to get that kind of money. Yeah. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. But yeah, I wanted to just break the news with y'all. Marcus Peters is in the building. We'll put together another live. I'll get the live, the laptop going, set up the lights and all that, get my mic right. And we'll definitely do another show today. I just wanted to come on real quick and break the news with you guys. For those who have not seen it yet, Victor Fur was the first person on it. Broke the news on Twitter. Marcus Peters in the building. Las Vegas, Nevada. Our Raiders lock the doors behind him and make this man a Raider because he was born one, and we need to have him finish his career as one. You already know, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. Love you guys. On the way out, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. Once again, breaking news. Marcus Peters is in the building in Henderson today at the headquarters. Lock the doors, Zeke. Don't let him out. Love y'all. One.